Hi everyone and welcome to our channel. In today's video we will show you how to make a herbal salve. Four main reasons why you want to make your own salve are: 1. To control the ingredients. When you make your own salve, you can choose the herbs you want to use and the amount of each herb. This gives you more control over the final product and ensures that it's made with ingredients that you are comfortable with. The second reason would be to save money. Making your own salve can be a more economical way to get the benefits of ointment remedies. The third reason is that you will end up with a product that is all natural with no side effects, as long as you pay close attention to any signs of possible skin irritation. Making your own herbal salve can also be fun and a rewarding hobby. It is a great way to learn about herbs and their properties and experiment with different ingredient combinations. If you are interested in making your own herbal salve, there are many resources available online. There are also many books and websites to offer recipes of herbal salves. With a little research, you can easily find the information and ingredients you need to make your own herbal salve. Once you have decided on the herb combination and carrier oil that you want to use, you need to put the herbs in a food jar, cover it with oil and leave it to infuse. Out of all the methods of infusion out there, we prefer to let the jar stand in a warmer area but not in direct sunlight for at least 8 weeks while shaking it daily. We will cover all this in a later video if requested. In today's video, we will show you how to make the salve once the oil is infused. This is a press we build ourselves. It helps to press the maximum amount of oil out and ensures we get that last bit that's the most concentrated infused oil. Although a press like this is not required, it sure makes a difference for us. You will also need a container to store your precious oil in. We prefer glass amber bottles, but plastic ones will work fine. The amber color is important to prolong the shelf life of your oil. First we layer the inside of the press container with a piece of cheesecloth and then pour our infused oil into the container. Once everything is in place, we start jacking and pressing the material in the container above so that it flows down to the pipe into the amber bottle. We let it stand for about 15 minutes and then give it a few more jacks to ensure that we get the last bit of oil out. This last bit is the most concentrated infusion, so it's worth making the effort to get it out. This is the amount of oil we got out of this batch. It is about 250 milliliters that will give us around 300 grams of salve. To make the salve, we use our infused oil and add some beeswax and a little bit of butter to ensure that it gives an ointment texture. There are many salve ratios out there and we suggest you do some research and try different ones to see what works best for you. Because the medicinal value is mostly in the oil, we prefer to use a much higher oil ratio than most of the suggestions out there. As long as you keep the salve in a cool place, it works fine for us. We use 8 parts of oil with 1.4 parts of beeswax and add 0.6 parts of butter to it. You can use a simple Excel spreadsheet to calculate that if you want 125 ml of salve, you need 100 ml of oil, 18 grams of beeswax and 8 grams of butter. You can see the simple formula at the top. Here we calculate that if we need 125 milliliter of salve, we divide that by the total of our ratio, which is 10, and then multiply it by the 8 parts of oil. This gives us the 100 milliliter oil that we will need. Now that we have calculated our quantities, we are ready to start with the making of the herbal salve. We will use a digital scale, some butter, which is other butter in our case, some organic beeswax pellets, a double boiler melting pot, some containers like tins with lids, a stirrer, and of course our infused oil. Start by measuring the exact quantities of infused oil, beeswax and butter needed. In a small pot, bring some water near boiling point, then turn the heat as low as possible. Place the melting pot over the warm water with the bottom of the pot barely touching the water. Place the beeswax in the pot and then the butter. Keep stirring it until it is all melted. Take your time with the melting process. You want just enough heat to keep the melting process going. As the medicinal value is in the oil, you never want the oil exposed to high temperatures, as it will then lose some of its properties. Now add the oil to the melted beeswax. Because the oil is cooler than the beeswax, some of the beeswax will solidify. Just keep stirring and do not turn the heat up. Once everything is melted and mixed well, we are ready to pour the salve into the containers. Leave the containers to cool down completely before placing the lids on the tins. You could even leave them overnight in a cool, dry place. This is to avoid any form of dampness inside your containers, as this will ruin your salve over time. We hope you enjoyed watching today's video and found it helpful. Please leave any suggestions in the comment section and help our channel grow by liking and sharing this video. Until next time, have a healthy life.